Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Clip, the host of Clue the Help of Sports Report. I am live here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll get you guys into the developing storyline that the Suns are being investigated for racism, misogyny, racism, misogyny, sexist remarks. This concerns Robert Sarver, who basically is in peril as of right now. That is, the report has been shown by Baxter Holmes, by the way. He was an NBA reporter. I'll get you guys what repercussions are going to await Robert Sarver, by the way, who's been a 17-year owner with the Suns and with the Mercury. I'll tell you what repercussions are going to await him. I did see this earlier today. I'll get you guys into the more latest news on Henry Ruggs III and also the victim, Tina Tintor, who lost her life, and her golden retriever lost her life in a high car accident. I'll get you guys to that. What was she doing before this car crash? I'll get you guys for the OBJ was excused from practice yet again. I'll get you guys to that for sure. Get you guys for the Celtics have held a players only meeting, by the way. I will take it whether or not if Aaron Rodgers violated the code protocols. Pacers Knicks lost yet again. That's with the Hawks and other news to come, guys. So I'm gonna keep it short with the Suns and report that was just shown early as of announced today, and it's not gonna look good. But first things first, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna start things off with the developing storyline involving the Suns owner Robert Carver, who's a 17-year owner of the Suns and the Mercury. He is now in peril because of a report that was released today by Baxter Holmes, showing involves racism, misogyny, sexism. There were derogatory remarks that he was making, and there was also some heinous acts that he was making too. I'll say so. Basically, it says right here that he used a racist slur a few times. That is, he also says now Earl Watson was a former NBA player. He was also a former coach of the Suns, by the way. He tells Robert Sarver, you can't say that, use that racist slur anymore. Even an senior executive tells him, can't you say that word anymore? And it also says on the report that that Robert Sarver showed a photo of his wife in a son's bikini that was thought up by a retailer. And that basically the son and that Robert Sarver would pass around this photo, by the way, and then they say, and now 70 plus employees, current and former employees, were being interviewed, by the way, as well. And honestly, it tells you though that this is workplace misconduct, I guess. There's also some it was a bit of a toxic environment, toxic wasteland. You can call it what you want. And some of the executives say, or former employees say, pass around like a hot potato. The photo that's a hot potato. Also says right here that that Sarver worked for the Suns. Now he's been a Suns organization. He's been a Suns owner for 17 years. I can tell you that, which he was. He files this toxic environment happened under his watch. And he says some derogatory remarks. And there's one incident that says that one female employee was physically assaulted by a male employee, no apparent reason. So the woman had to move her desk in the second row. It also says right here that that he was using the N-word, which should not be said on national TV at all. He used it during the Rookie of the Year. That was remarks talking about that from 2003. It also says right here that there was racist and foul language that he used, by the way. Now, Robert Sarver is denying that he used the racist slur, that he denies these allegations that were against him, by the way. He also, and this is by his attorneys, it also said, and basically he sort of berates female employees, saying that like there was they were like his property, and also in the report, Robert Sarver tells the players about their sex lives, what their interests. It also tells the staffer, of these remarks. By the way, Robert Sarver did simply apologize, but I think it's safe to say that Robert Sarver is going to apologize for these racist, derogative, sexist remarks that he made, homophobic remarks. And honestly, this is an owner who's going to end up getting the Donald Sterling treatment because you remember when Donald Sterling was banned for racist remarks that he made for being a racist when the Clippers, by the way. Well, Robert Sarver is going to get what's coming to him because, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Sarver is also going to get a lifetime NFL. It's going to be a lifetime NBA ban for good. Despite the racist remarks, despite the sexist remarks that he made. He made lewd comments towards women. Wants to sit with them like during lunch, by the way, during lunch hours, and also just says that treating like this probably like puppets, by like mindless puppets. And he also used, racist response during staff meetings and sexist remarks or sexist comments during like staff meetings as well. So honestly, I can tell you this, that Robert Sarver is going to get what's coming to him. I'll tell you that, guys, because Robert Sarver, now he denies these allegations for sure that were against him. But I'll tell you this, guys, that Robert Sarver, he's going to get a lifetime NBA ban for life. Now, I can tell you this, that the NBA, the Suns, and the WNBA, they're investigating the Suns and the Mercury, and the NBA, WNBA, they're investigating this for sure. And also a law firm known as the Wachtell Law Firm, they're commencing the comprehensive investigation for sure, by the way. Now there's going to be some findings for sure. If there's any findings of this, then Robert Sarver is going to be done for. I can tell you that. He's going to sell the Suns, lose ownership. The Suns could probably, lose a draft pick, I guess. And he's not going to get suspended, I can tell you that. But Robert Sarver is going to be banned for life. Yes, sure. Robert Sarver, he says that he didn't use his racist remarks, that he's not a racist, that he wouldn't say these kind of things. But honestly, the support is out because honestly, Robert Sarver just got himself exposed today. And needs to say that Robert Sarver is going to get what's coming to him. And Suns fans, they're just going to tell him to his face, he's got to go. Or they would tell themselves that he needs to dissolve, sell the team, lose ownership, and not only that, you have to apologize to those former and current employees that you affected and upset, and you said these things on live TV, behind closed doors, on camera, on set, anything like that. But there's no place for racist remarks, for foul and derogatory language, misogynistic remarks. Like there's no place for it. You threw Earl Watson. You threw James Jones, and you threw all the other guys on the bus as well. I mean, you were dissing coaches, you were dissing staffers, you were dissing female employees, you were dissing everybody out there. And you said that why does Draymond Green always gotta use that racist slur? Why does he gotta use that? And I come like clearly, honestly, that this affects a lot of people, and that Robert Sarver at some point is going to have to face the music and he's going to explain his actions. So Robert Sarver is going to get what he deserves. He's going to be exiled from as Suns owner for good. Lifetime ban forever. That's it. He's going to end up just like Donald Sterling. I'll tell you that. Because if he admits that he used these racist comments or that he used misogynistic remarks or made these sexist comments, it's over him. Because even if his wife, by the way, was aware of this, the photo of her in her son's bikini, and then pass on to everybody else, and then just says that, and then next thing you know, she'd have to be granted a divorce. That tells you that Robert Sarver's career is going to be down the drain. Because Robert Sarver is now a rotten piece of trash, which he is. So you can say what you want, guys, but Robert Sarver is ashamed of himself. I know it. We all know it. Suns fans know it. The viewers, subscribers, the entire world knows it now. So, needs to say that these same Plus employees were interviewed and they explained exactly what ensued while in the office, during the organization, behind closed doors, on camera. I'll say if there's any audio of these things, of these racist remarks that he said, game over. Game over for him. Because it's no secret that these former and current employees could file a lawsuit against Robert Sarver and to the Suns. And you may think this is just some cover-up, but honestly, it's not. So, clearly, they say it's been going on for like decades or so, I guess. And that Suns have like a couple of black players on there. And honestly, I'll tell Robert Sarver to his face that Robert Sarver, you said these racist things on live TV to black players. You upset them a lot. And I'll tell you this, Robert Sarver, you're done. You know your career's in dire jeopardy. You know for a fact you're not going to come back from it. You're not going to be able to recover from this. And if we looked at it, he's going to be done for. So honestly, Robert Sarver, your ownership career is going to be over for you. That's something I'll tell to the face, to the camera, to everybody out there. So Robert Sarver, you can kiss your career goodbye. You can kiss your ownership career goodbye. As far as I know, you're done. So honestly, and there may be some misconduct as well, by the way. I could tell you that though. And he talked about what sort of condoms, how to get condoms and all, making some sexist remarks about trying to get a condom, trying to get this, get that. It's disgusting. It's petty. It is vile. It is volatile. And Robert Sarver is ashamed of himself. And CB3, DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker, Kim Reynolds, and those guys, they're going to discuss this for sure. Even the coach himself, the Suns coach, doesn't discuss this himself. Sure, I can tell you that. I mean, sure, the Suns, they've had a lot of success. I mean, sure, they haven't had much success though. But until last season, where the Suns got the punch ticket to the NBA title game since '93, and not only that, CB3 made his first NBA title game in 16 years, and honestly, they'd lost too for sure. But then you got this dark cloud that's hovering over them right now, surrounding the workplace, the Suns' workplace. It involves Robert Sarver making these like racist, homophobic, misogynistic remarks that he made, using the N-word a couple times, and degrading female employees, degrading the coaches, staffers, everyone out there. So Robert Sarver is gonna have hell to pay, and Robert Sarver is gonna lose ownership forever. That's it. And he's gonna get banned, and he's not gonna attend any games, any Suns games whatsoever. That's it. He's done. That's it. That's all I can say, guys, on that. So, and there can be more to entail on that, guys. So, those are repercussions that could possibly win. It could happen tonight, tomorrow. We never know, guys. So, just wait and see for yourselves. Also, guys, some other news I want to get into, by the way, that the latest on the Henry Ruggs third car accident issue, by the way, that Tina Tintor, she was also a Target employee, by the way, and she had a golden retriever, and they were killed. Now they were killed in the car accident, in the fiery car accident in Vegas this past Tuesday in the trade deadline. Now, Henry Ruggs III could also face 46 years behind bars. He was already charged with a DUI and a bodily harm, and also a reckless driving charge, leading to a death toll, by the way, as well. So, Henry Ruggs III is going to have to apologize to the family members of Tina Tintor's family members, all of her friends, fans, everyone out there. And he's going to apologize to himself. He's going to apologize to girlfriend, I guess. Apologize to Raider Nation. He's going to apologize to the fans, the viewers, subscribers, because he knows he did collateral damage to his career. He knows for a fact that he's not going to come back from this, but he needs to learn from it. And he's on the ankle monitor. His next court date's going to be November 10th, by the way, next week. So honestly, for him, he's going to be done for. That's it. And they did show a video of him, sitting down somewhere, hugging his girlfriend, by the way. And honestly, Kiara Washington, by the way, who's the girlfriend of Henry Monks III, who's honestly had his career trashed because of a fiery car accident. Honestly, it tells you that his season's over. They let him go for good. He lost all his merchandise, and he's going to be facing a lifetime NFL ban for life. That's it. And nobody's not going to get him. Nobody. And does he get a second chance? Nope. Not in his life. No, he will not. So that's all. That's all there is you need to know on that, everybody. So, and there could be some other repercussions waiting. I can tell you that though. The Rays are investigating for sure. The NFL is too as well. So that's all there is you need to know on that. Also, guys, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers can be investigated for violating code protocols. But the question is, did Aaron Rodgers and the Packers violate code protocols? And he is unvaxxed, by the way. He says he's immunized, but clearly, are you vaxxed or not? So you won't see Aaron Rodgers at the in the Super Bowl matchup Sunday against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, which you will not see at all. I will tell you that, guys. And more importantly, that this is tough news for him. So did Aaron Rodgers violate code protocols? Or did the Packers violate code protocols? And now he may have been in close contact, or Aaron Rodgers may have been deemed in close contact to Devontae Adams, who did have COVID, by the way. But Aaron Rodgers is on the COVID reserve list. I mean, sure, he's a COVID GOAT for sure. I'll tell you about that. And honestly, for him, he's got to do 10 days quarantine, 2 negative tests, and he's going to come back in next week, on November 13th, once he's cleared these negative tests, and that's all I can say on that. So that's it for Aaron Rodgers. And he didn't have a mask on too. Not looking good there for him. Also, guys, another news: the Celtics, they were holding a players only meeting, by the way, regardless of Marcus Smart's comments that he made after the Bulls took out the Celtics, by the way, this past week. So honestly, it's not looking good. The Celtics they're not looking too good right now. That same team anymore. So that's all I can say on that, and that's everything you need to know, everybody, on that note. So Celtics, they're not looking good. They might not make the playoffs this year. I can tell you about that. Also, guys, another thing I want to get to, by the way, that the OBJ was excused in practice yet again. Let me tell you this, guys, right now. OBJ was not traded during that deadline, which he was not. And I'll tell you this. I mean, this is all stemming from Odell Beckham Sr., who's OBJ's dad, by the way, posting a video of criticizing Baker Mayfield. So Browns, they need to release Browns, they need to release OBJ. That's what they need to do. He didn't make the playoffs. He's already recovered from an ACL injury, and needs to say that he wasn't traded. But honestly, I can tell you this, that the Browns are throwing themselves on the bus, and they haven't found a trade spot for OBJ, which they have not. So OBJ is going to win out of Cleveland. Free OBJ. That's all there is. King LeBron James said that. Free OBJ. So where do you think, if OBJ is released and is a free agent, where is he going to wind up at? Let me know in the comment section about that. I will address sponsor shirt, but that's on that note right there. Another news, by the way, Buster Posey intends to retire, by the way. So what a big moment that is going to be for him. Whether he retires tonight, we never know, guys. That's all that you know on that. Also, guys, another news I want to get to, by the way, that the Knicks lost to the Pacers, 111-98. Miles Turner had 25 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks. Karis LeVert had 21 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks. Mike Brogdon had 17 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 block. Domantas Sabonis had 10 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. R.J. Barrett had scored 23 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. You got Orange Julius Randle had scored 18 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. D. Rose had scored 13 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal on the block. Evan Fournier scored 14 points, 3 rebounds, and assists, 1 steal. Alec Burks had scored 10 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and blocks. So, Knicks have had 2 consecutive losses lately. I mean, sure, they may have lost to the Magic in that second round. May have lost to, the Raptors, and lost to the Pacers. So they're only 5-3, and they have the Bucks tomorrow night, guys. So I got the Knicks on the defending champs, the Bucks, and I hope the Knicks they come back. And Alec Burks has 10 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and blocks. So That's all there's I can say on that, everybody. I hope the Knicks they get a win tomorrow night against those defending champs, the Bucks, and it's gonna be a good one, guys. Also, guys, other news, by the way, I want to get into the Nets defeated the Hawks 117 to 108. KD had 32 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal and a block. James Harden, the berated, scored 16 points, 4 rebounds, 11 assists, 1 steal and a block. You had LaMarcus Aldridge scored 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists and blocks. Trae Young had scored 21 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists. DeAndre Hunter had scored 26 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal and a block. So Nets looking without Kyrie Irving still, who's unvaxxed. So that's all I can say there. Can the Nets really get to the playoffs without Kyrie Irving? That's a big question you guys can ask yourselves, guys. So far looking good. Also, guys, know you had the Raptors defeating the Wiz 109 to 100. You had the Sixers defeat the Bulls 103 to 98. Celtics defeat the Magic 92 to 79. So that's all this. Also, guys, the Grizz defeated the Nuggets 102 106 in a very close game. Jaren Jack Jr. scored 22 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 blocks. John Morant is MVP material at 18 points, 6 rebounds, and assists, 3 steals. Desmond Bane has scored 16 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Nikola Jokic has scored 34 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Will Barnes scored 26 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. Michael Porter Jr. had 12 points, 11 rebounds, 1 steal in that game. So, Grizz looking pretty good so far, I can tell you that. So, that's the best news you got there, everybody. And that's all I can say. Also, guys, some other news I want to get to, by the way. One more shout birthdays out to Matt McConaughey, Jared Probst, Kathy Griffin, Ralph Macchio, Karate Kid, and let's see, Karate Kid from the Karate Kid series, and from let's see, what is it? What is that? That Netflix series. I know what the Netflix series is, and yeah. So check it out, guys. We got Ralph Macchio of Karate Kid, and also of Karate Kid as well. P. Diddy, Dirty Money, Carlos Barisa, Lena Perez, Kiana Madeira, Des Bryant, Jessica Rabbit, Devin Hester, Seven Alliance, Emmy Ryland, Vince Wilfork, Rachel Reynolds, and so send all your birthday Guy Martin as well. Send all your birthday wishes, shout out, tweet away. That's all you need to know on everybody, and that's all I can say. So send all your birthday wishes, shout out, tweet them, and please be sure to do so. That's all I can say that. Other news here, the Jack Eichel's been traded to the Golden Knights. Sabres get Peyton, Treb, Alex Touch, future first round pick, and a second round pick. Vegas, they get third round draft pick, part of the offer, by the way. So that's some interesting news right there. Another news here that Christian Pulisic, he's back for U.S. men's soccer, by the way, against Mexico and Jamaica. World Cup qualifiers next week, guys, so check that out, guys. Also, guys, you have the Cavs upsetting the Blazers 107-104. So how the Blazers going to come back? Let me know comments about that. I'll just my Sherbert. That's all I can say on that for sure, and that's everything you know on that. Also, brother, wish out to Laura Getz, Zamana Cardoba, and Olivia Taylor Dudley. Seven Allies, Emmy Ryland. So somebody brother wish out to them. Please be sure to do that. Everything you know on that. Sorry about that, guys, everybody. No, that's all I can say on that. Alright, so the ladies and gentlemen, we'll do right there for the Club Sports Report. Like, subscribe to the Club Sports Report YouTube channel and Facebook page by any means necessary. Do you guys want to see Robert Sarver being lose ownership of the Suns? You guys want to see him get a? You guys want to see Robert Sarver get a lifetime NBA ban for the racist, misogynistic, and derogatory remarks that he made in the report that was released today? Let me know in the comments about that. I'll address my shirt butting. If Rebecca's gonna be waiting, let me know about that for sure. I'll address my shirt butting. And he meant to apologize yet again. I can tell you about that. Your thoughts exactly on social no players only meeting? Let me know in the comments about that. Even though they've been struggling a bit, let me know about that. I'll address my shirt butting. You think the Knicks are going to come back, by the way, from this 2 losses they've had to Raptors and the Pacers? And also, they do have the Bucks tomorrow night. Let me know what comes about that. Just on shirt biting. And send your brother Weston, Matt McConaughey, Jeb Probst, Kathy Griffin, Ralph Macchio, and others out there. Somebody brother wish out to them. Please be sure to do so. And Diddy there as well. Robert Cutts could be waiting. Henry Bucks authorities. He was already charged. By the way, next court date is November 10th, guys, next week. So your thoughts, everybody, and you think you guys want to see him get a lifetime NFL ban stemming from the fiery car crash that killed Tina Tintor and her golden retriever. So thoughts about that, everybody? I'll just want to share about it. You guys think that OBJ is going to be released in the Browns? Let me know in the comment section about that. I'll just want to share about it. If it happens, let me know about that. I'll just want to share about it so you know. I'm back for more breaking news. Trend Topics Live. Updates to my soon as a whole lot with the cool sports, whatever things sports later than this, you got to know. So, also, guys, Jets' Colts game is tonight. Gotta check that out. So, take care, you guys. You guys have a good evening. Please be safe. Bye bye.